Alright guys, I've got the carburetor back on. Um, but before I did that, I decided to double check something. So when I took the carburetor apart, after I did the bottom portion of it, I took the top portion apart to check the diaphragm and all of that. Just because I never really taken one of these diaphragms apart before in a carburetor. Um, and so today, before I put it all back in, into the ATV, I reopened the diaphragm, and just as I thought, I had assembled it a little bit incorrectly, where the rubber diaphragm itself was a little bit off point. When you messed with the main jet, before it gave a little resistance because of the vacuum that it was causing. Not the main jet, the main needle. When you push up on it, there was a little bit of resistance, and then today I realized there wasn't. So I double checked the diaphragm, and then I ended up reinstalling it the correct way, and just making sure that that rubber was all seated correctly. So that's actually a pretty important step, just so it'll work properly through vacuum and whatnot. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is put dielectric grease into all of my wiring plugs. That way it'll keep any dirt and water sealed out, and prevent any issues. And eventually I'll try to do that to most of the wiring on the ATV, just because it may or may not get submerged in water and mud, at least the first half of it. I personally don't like to take my ATVs bogging deep down. I just don't like the long-term damages that it can cause, and the risk that you're taking, especially if you don't have a snorkel and this and that. Okay, shocks are going on. I got the left side already on, and about to do the right side right here. Might I remind you, I have the new bearings in here, all greased up already, just because the originals were completely shot and just fell apart pretty much when I took all of this apart. So yeah, yay for new parts, yay for new bearings. Here we go. And it's all nice and tight. My radiator extension hose here fit nicely through this area here. And then I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the rest of it once I have all the body panels on, but it should be okay just the way it is. Buckle it up, a couple of spots here and there, should be good. And of course, one of the big things we still have to do here with the front, besides getting brake fluid into all the lines and bleed those out, is the alignment. You can kind of see how that's twisting here. That's because when I put all the new ball joints on, clearly I had to take everything apart, this and that. But once I have the ATV ready to go with the wheels on it, I'll be able to set up all of my alignment, and then tighten it all up, and it should be good to go. Right, I mounted my gas tank. I took the radiator relocation grill off, and I will begin by installing the plastics in the front. I'm out of the gas tank, and I put this inline fuel filter here, which is pretty large size, but it was the only one that had these size fuel hoses connections. It's like 1/4 inch ID, so I believe this is a good spot for it right here. probably the only spot. You don't want to have it any lower. It gets too close to the exhaust header there. But should be good there between the separation. So, alright, I think that's all for today. Mount these gas tank straps. Just like that. Alright, thanks for watching and see you next time.